Aloha my friends, welcome to the premiere segment of my new show, Ono Grinds Cooking. I'm Hector, and in honor of our premiere segment, we're going to make a local all-time island favorite, Loco Moco. We've got the ingredients here on the table, so let's get the apron on and let's get cooking. Okay, for our ingredients that we've got here on the counter, we've got ground beef, eggs, diced onions, and a diced scallion. We're going to make homemade gravy tonight, so for our gravy, we've got beef broth, some cornstarch, about 2 tablespoons of diced onions, and butter, which we'll need about 2 tablespoons of. Okay? Alright, let's get started. Okay, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take the ground beef and we're going to take the onions that we diced up and mix it in there with the ground beef. And on top of that, we're going to take 1 egg and add it to the mixture. And the reason for the egg is it helps the ground beef stick when it's grilling. Because usually if you just grill ground beef by itself, it has a tendency to break up. So the egg is going to be the agent to keep it held together while it's frying. So we'll just mix that all up. And when we got it all mixed up, we'll make some patties out of it. Okay, after we grounded up all the meat and onions and the egg, we made 2 pretty good-sized patties. So these are ready to go. So we'll put that aside for now, and we'll go ahead and start making the gravy. Okay, for those of you guys that don't know how to make rice, well, you're hopeless. Nah, just kidding. Anyway, pretty simple actually. We'll just, since it's just Alfea and I, what we're gonna do is we'll take 2 scoops of rice. Hopefully you all have a rice cooker, or else you're gonna have to boil it in the pot, which is a little, you know, not that much harder, but rice cooker makes it that much easier. So I'm putting about 2 cups of rice, and then I'm going to add some water to it. You use a 2-finger rule. How that works is you basically add water to it till you only see 2 fingers above the rice. I'm sorry, till the water reaches like the first knuckle on your finger. So, yep, that's about right. Yep. Okay, so all there's left to do there is just basically stick it in the rice cooker and set it to cook, and you're on your way. Easy as pie. Okay, for the gravy, first thing we're going to do is we're going to take a tablespoon of butter and we're going to melt that. Got a little whisk here. Put it on low heat. And while the butter's melting, we'll go ahead and add the 2 tablespoons of onions that we had waiting, of diced onions. Okay. I'm going to turn the fan on here. And then we're going to add our broth. Now the butter's melted, we'll add the broth, the beef broth that we had earlier. We just let that simmer for about 5 minutes. Okay, now that we've got the broth simmering, I mixed a little cornstarch with water, and I'm going to go ahead and add that to the mix, and that'll help this thicken a little bit. Okay, the next thing we need to do is grill up the patties. You could grill it up in a skillet. We have a George Foreman grill which we like to use, so I'm going to actually stick one of the patties in the George Foreman grill. So while that's grilling up, we can move on to, we have one more thing to do, which is frying up the egg. So let's move on to that. Okay, so we're frying up the egg. As soon as that's ready, we'll put everything together. Okay, so essentially we got everything fried. We got the egg fried up, got the hamburger patty grilled up, we made the gravy. So let's stick the hamburger patty on top. And then the egg. And add the gravy. A little bit of green onion for garnish, and then there you have it. Loco Moco, island favorite, local favorite. I love it. Oh hey, actually that's the end of our show. I hope you liked the dish that we made today. It's an island favorite. It's actually one of my favorites, and hopefully I made it easy enough for you guys to follow along. I guess in future segments we'll make some other dishes, not only from the islands but from all over the world actually. Oh, there's the music. That means our time's up, I guess. So until next time, my friends, aloha.